Hey guys, like I said, JPS here, and here we are. We're looking at the Full Mechanics 1 to 100 Raider Gundam from Gundam Seed. This is the last, the first season, second half of Gundam Seed's Gundams. You already saw the Calamity. I did the review for the Forbidden, and now we're looking at the Raider. And like I said, this one is a 300 series, so it is a transforming mobile suit. Overall, he looks pretty. He looks pretty crazy. It looks great. Also, be mindful this part here. Well, is they pop on and all, so be mindful of that. Might want to consider gluing that in. And with this one, sadly though, you can kind of see. You can kind of see his transformation. Part of his transformation parts in here. Like, you can see the wings. You can see the claws there. Now, this one is unique because he has two primary weapons on him. His Mjolnir, which is this hammer, is wielded in his left hand. And he also has his twin beam cannon, a dual 52mm hyper velocity shield cannon. It's a shield, it's a cannon, and it's on his right arm. This is his primary, with this is being a secondary, even though I'm pretty sure this was always the primary weapon. He also has a cannon in the mouth or on the face. As you can see there is, like, it's kind of hard to tell, but yes, that is, it's a cannon in his mouth. Now, his color is kind of, I'm not sure if this camera is going to pick it up really well. Yeah, there's a cannon right there in his mouth. Now, I'm not sure how well this camera's going to pick it up. That is not white. So, like, his claws. So, like, the claws and the face and the neck, that's not white. It's like greenish white or something. Because his main colors are red and black with a little bit of yellow, a little bit of dark, like light gray, and some dark gray. And I know the camera might make you think it's white. It's not. It's gray. It's like a greenish white. Now, the nice thing about this is that this thing actually has a wire inside that, with these two little side ones, these little two side spikes here where my fingers are, they actually rotate, so you can actually rotate the wire in. You can pull the wire out and then, like, rotate it in. And like I said, he is a transforming Gundam. We will see that in the end. Also, I have I have the Calamity on this side because it's for later use, mainly in the transformation. Because if you've ever seen Gundam Seed, you know that the Raider will carry the Calamity around on Earth. You see them at the start. You know, he's like he'll transform and their Calamity will hop on his back. But you also see that. I'm gonna try both section poses and use the claws to see if it will work to show him being carried back like that. So what you get with him, because there's 6 extra parts, mainly because they reused a lot of Full Mechanics parts left over, I think, from the Calamity. So you see left over like knee and elbow and arm joints. Now, in terms of extra stuff you get quite a bit, but most of them are action-based stands or whatever. So everything you see on him is just the main stuff you see. You get these 2 parts here. This is an action-based stand for it transformed, and this is for it. And this is for his Mjolnir here. This action base is for mobile suit form, and this connects on his backpack. So roughly, I don't know if I can take this. Let me see if I can pop this off. Okay. Simple peg. Such. I think this also means I can switch backpacks between this and the Calamity. You know, I have the Calamity right here, so let's see. Well, actually, no, because the Calamity is... Whoops. I keep knocking over this. Hopefully when I get the new desk, I'll have that one spot space where I can do this and nothing will fall off. So these pegs look to be about the same. The Calamity has four notches. This one has like 5. I don't think that they will fit. I'm gonna try. Just gotta rotate the cannons upwards. No, actually, no. These will not fit. It's too different. They're different style. So sadly, no. This also makes me question. I have to search around online to see if there's a I know I've seen the Full Mechanic Sword Calamity and another Calamity Full Mechanics that's like blue. I don't know if there's the blue Raider. It is the full specs Raider. So for like I said, this you just plug this in. Like so, I think it's this way. Is it? This supposed to plug in one way. I believe it goes in like this. It's funny because I should just turn the manual back a couple of pages to actually see how it goes in. But I'm just being really lazy. Okay, so yeah, it goes in like this. So it would go in like this and you can put it on action base. So this is good that it's not connected on his crotch. But yeah, that's how that one goes in. The first one I showed, this one is to cup onto his mate. Is the cup on his wrecking ball. And it will go a certain way because but it will somehow it'll go up here, one of these areas, probably near here because there's a hole there and there's a peg there, and that peg is to connect into his waist. So yeah, somewhere like this. I think you'll go like this up here, and then you just have it resting on him. And that's what those two are for. We have these two little clips here. These are footrests. These are for the Calamity. And these actually would go on the wings and like 2 locations. I believe right here and right here. They would go there. I believe that's where they would go. Because they don't seem to go. I believe that's where they would go. Maybe. I had to relook at the manual, but they would go there, slide in. Actually, no. Actually, I think they go on the gray section here. No, they go like that. So I was right. They slide in here, go there, and Calamity, his feet will just rest there. And you get 2 of those, so you get 1 for each side. And then you get this piece here. This actually goes in his waist, in the crotch area, so it actually would plug in. But I think this is more for transformation. I really didn't pay attention to how this one goes in, but pretty sure this is for transformation, because I'm pretty sure there is a slot somewhere. I can see it looks like a slot groove near the back here for it. No, I think it's like this. There it goes. It goes in like that. Kind of hard to see, I know, sorry. But he's a dark colored, and there's some slot grooves in the back there, and it goes back there. So that is basically it for all. Oh wait, there is one more thing he comes with. And you get a clear stand. This is for the Mjolnir. And it's basically for you to prop it up on an action bit. Prop it up on this. And apparently it holds the weight. So you just take the stand and you take that clip for the Mjolnir, that part, and just peg it in there, and then you'll rest the Mjolnir on top of that. Which is quite of a unique way to, you know, use a stand like that. And like I said, it would rest pretty comfortably up there. Though, like I said, you can get this to rest in there, and this thing can be angled however you want. Though you would probably most likely plug the Mjolnir into the hold stand first before you plug it in there. But let's go ahead and get on to his, you know, articulation. I'll leave the backpack off for now. And the claws are attached to the hip skirts too, so I will just go ahead and... Actually, I don't even know how... I think these are just pegged in. Oh no, they're clipped in, so I can't. And the way they're clipped in, it's clipped. I'll have to pull off everything. So the head can go up and down. It has the forwards and back. And the chest has the ab crunch in it. Kind of loose, but it also... You can actually pull it upward, so you have extra ab crunch in there. So while it's down, there's hardly anything, but once you lift up, you have a nice ab crunch. The arms, and actually I can just rotate this claw backwards, can rotate 360, and the shoulders can come out. Shoulders can go up that far, and I'm not trying to reveal transformation, but they can go up that far. But you know, I'm actually popping open a shoulder transformation, which I shouldn't be. The elbows are double jointed, and he has a ball joint and, you know, rotation at the wrist. The waist can go side to side. You can rotate side to side, but you are going to start hitting into the claws. Front skirts move up. Back skirts can move as well. I go say they can move as well. Actually, that makes that easier too. Back skirts move up together. So your legs can go forwards and backwards pretty far. And they can also slide down. So all of these have that, you know, the hip can slide down type of thing. Which actually, I want to say that was making something to show here. But guess not. And I knocked off his peg front skirts. So now I gotta take off this to put this back in place. Now that I think about it, out of all of these, the Duel took out 2 of these by itself. Well, it took out the Forbidden by itself, and then it took out the Raider with the help of the Buster using its gun. I just realized that the Justice took out the Calamity, but it blindsided it. So the knees are double jointed, so you got a nice double jointed knee bend. And because the transformation, it does do chicken leg walking. And the ankles have side to side, and there is a toe bend. So overall, he does get pretty good articulation in him. And also the thrusters on the back of the legs do move. So otherwise, it's pretty solid. And the side skirts can rotate side to side. And you can also have the claws rotate around and be a menace. Oh, right. And his backpack. His wings. So the wings. And there goes that piece I was talking about. So the wings can actually fold inwards. And that's it. They can rotate, but there is a little gray peg right there that keeps them from rotating forward, like rotating backwards like this. So they can rotate around. And I think that's how they came out. Yeah. So because these has that little peg and there's a notch in here. These have like a little peg in there, I believe. So, you know, push them in this way, turn, and lock them in. Because you can't just pull them out. Oh, never mind. You can't pull them out like that. Also, you can have him actually hold his hypervelocity rifle. There is a handle that pops out, and his handle is either a peg or a handle. I've never seen him actually hold this and use it for shooting. It's always seemed to be pegged in his arm. Ugh, I can't wait for my new desk. So that's pretty much it for the articulation. So next up, we're gonna go ahead and get into transformation with this guy, so we can actually, get into that and transform him back and show what it looks like with the Calamity on board. Also, so first things first, I'm gonna be using this. I don't feel like grabbing an action base. I already know it's gonna be a problem, but who cares? And I'm gonna take this part and we're gonna plug this in. And we're also gonna be using this as well. So we're gonna plug those in just like that. That would be our base foundation. Also, so first things first, take the weapons off. So we're just going to unpeg both of these from his hands. And we're going to straighten his arms out. The handle on the Mjolnir stays. So we just rest up Mjolnir on his base just like this. Make sure this gray part is upwards, because that's the part that's going to connect into the Gundam itself at the waist. So first things first, we're going to start upwards and work our way downwards. With the shoulders, we're going to open them up. Open up both shoulders. Okay, that did. Push up the cannon here and slide it over and basically up. And we're going to turn the shoulders down. And just basically... Whoa, where did your fingers go? And basically have the arm straight like so. So that's basically his arm. That's what his arm is going to look like. Because those are one of his primary weapons he uses in his transformation. And I'm going to go ahead and do the other one. And also try to... Oh, I see the fingers. There they are. If I'm not mistaken, I think all of these full mechanics uses the same fingers. I'm not sure if they're the same as the master grades. Turn that down, push that back in, and close this back up. So that's the arms. So next up is we gotta get the head upwards. So you're supposed to pull it forward, but also tilt the head upwards. So it's supposed to almost look like you can see upwards. So yeah. The wings are next, which is we gotta open them up. Now, why is this shoulder piece keep popping off? That's a wingspan. So this is the wingspan that he has. That's a massive wingspan. And if you was going to be using the action base, the one I was talking about earlier, this one, this will be the time to go ahead and push it in like so. Actually, you do have to use this. I think you do have to push this in there. And also, we gotta bring down his legs. We gotta, well, the hips. So we gotta rotate them downwards. And why does this front skirt keep popping off? So plug that in, and I believe, I want to say they're gonna get, these legs gonna be locked into place anyways. And next we're gonna actually move these side skirts forward. Well, not forward per se, we're actually moving the claws forward. And there goes that front skirt again. And I just felt something pop off his back. Yep. He's actually just falling apart, and his arm just came off. So, alright. This is what we got so far. His claws, which actually has little cannons in them, these are forward. So this is pretty much what we have so far. We're almost done. The last part is the legs. And basically we just got to do the whole Z bend maneuver. And bend the toes down. Which is not actually going like it should be. Because this front part here is supposed to come out a little bit more. Ah, there it is. I can't really do this one in front of the camera. So that's what it's supposed to look like. If you bend the lower part forward, then bend this part down, and then bend this up, and then push this up, it should be what you're after. Yep, and I can bend these. Yep. And the nice thing about this is these legs actually get locked into place. Yeah, they actually have there's clips on both sides, like right there, and it actually locks these in place, well, supposedly. It's supposed to lock them in place. I seen a video of somebody else who did this and they had theirs lock in. Okay, there. It's locked in. So, oh, so actually I did wrong. So, technically, the first lock-in is actually up here on this gray section. Hold on, because the manual just tells is showing me that it's supposed to lock in 2 spots. So, from what I'm looking at, it looks like, so it's these little gray section, the black section here on the side. On the inside, it's supposed to clip into here. Oh, it actually does. So there's that. And now you bend the leg like so, like this, and we clip these legs into place. Okay, that's better. It's a double clip-in, and the foot comes off as well as the camera falls over. This is just not my day for this camera. It's been being the I'm gonna fall over, I'm gonna fall over, I don't care, I'm gonna fall over. So, as I was saying, it's double clipped in. So yeah, it's clipped in 2 spots at the waist and back here. So this is your legs. And you take the claws, you move them all the way forward, upwards, like so, and have them like that. Now, for the gun, since we can't plug it into the arm, there's a slot here on the shoulder. It's the same one like the arm, and then we just plug it in there. And his back stuff is falling off. Can you just stay on until this is over? And now we just peg this. Like I said, next I'm gonna have to peg this into the hole here. And then we just peg this. Well, just let this rest up here. So, and basically, this is kind of what you're left with. So yeah, that's the transformation, and it actually does. Whoa, he falls over. I know they do recommend an action base for this, but I'm not gonna go. I don't have a spare action base I could use for this. So, like I said, now you have the Raider, and he's just menacingly. Actually, I don't even think his head is. Okay, it actually is. So it's kind of hard to see, but his head is high up. It's up enough that he's looking at you like, I am coming for you. Now, there's actually one more weapon he has in here, and that's on this little black section here. You lift this up, you have another cannon inside. So he has like 3 cannons. Yes, he has the cannons on his shoulders, the cannons from his gun, and this cannon and the thing. And now we're going to use these pieces, and we're going to slide these in. And I already know this thing is not what they said. To do this next pose, you want the action-based 4s. The action-based 4s is what you want to use this for. So, and I just so happen to have my Calamity here, and I'm already dreading how this is going to work. So, those clips goes, well, right there, trying to peg this in. In fact, I'm going to do something different. I'm actually going to try and, because I'm trying to peg this in. Okay, I got him in there. It's in. Oh boy, he's back heavy. I forgot how back heavy Calamity might be sometimes. So this is the thing. And yeah, I am holding this thing up on the Calamity, not the Raider. And this is why they say you want, like, okay, I'm using that as support. But yeah, that is basically what it would look like. You know, and this is how it was always carried into battle. You know, it transforms, Calamity hops on top, because, you know, Calamity has poor thruster power anyways. Because it's just a heavy artillery anyways. So this guy is just like, alright, I got you. And they just fly off into combat like that. So yeah, you can do that, but like I said, 2 action bases is recommended for this. 1 is recommended for him, the tall one, so it will hold him up and be his stabilizer. And the other one is for him, basically to plug into the back. He would get, so the Raider would get 2, because you'd be using this to hold it up as 1, and then you also still have to use, so you'll be using this whole base, this and plus that as 1, another action base plugged into his back to hold him, help stabilize him, and then 1 for him. So 2 action bases is required. Technically, I do have the 2 action bases, 2 action base 4s. I have the one from the, actually 3 of them, the hairdos. Those are action base 4s. But I'm not gonna, you know, go after those just to use them. So yeah, you can do this. Now I gotta try something here, and I'm gonna see if I can take him off. Whew. So we're not done with the Raider just yet. I'm gonna have to get the Calamity in position. So ideally, I want to put the Calamity. I think this is gonna work. I don't remember the positioning of it, but I believe it was on the shoulders. Because I know it was slightly hunched over like this when we saw it. So I'm going to try and do that. And if this thing falls over, I think it's time for a new camera anyway. New camera and stand anyways. So, God, gee, damn it. So, let's try this. Just need you to stand up. Alright, let's see. And can this work? Oh my god, it actually does work. Oh my god, camera. Why do you do this? Why do you forsaken me every time? Well, it doesn't matter. You will be forsaken and forgotten. And I don't care about the gun falling off. But yeah. This... I can actually do this pose. Now, will it actually work? It works. Okay, get you out the way. So, yeah. That pose actually still works. Just claw him on the shoulders. And yeah, you can do this. So yeah. The poses that you can do with the you can recreate a lot of the Gundam Seed poses, which is great. I like it. And now I'm going to try to go ahead and get him back into mobile suit form and, you know, pull out more hair, have aneurysms over this thing. But yeah, I will gladly say that I was grateful and I gladly was able to expect that you can actually do that. The fact that you can actually recreate both poses of how the Calamity was carried by the Raider both times is actually phenomenal. That speaks volumes. I mean, for that second one though, where you carry him like that, he would need to be on an action base for that to be a thing. And honestly though, I don't see that being a problem though, because to be fair, Calamity was more always grounded, and a lot of his poses he get away with being grounded anyways. Forbidden, it's a I belong in the air sometimes, but I'm okay with being grounded. But you know, an action base makes you look better anyways. Raider, he's like, I just need to be on an action base. Easy as that. Yeah, this guy screams action base. And their fulfillment this guy can give. And that's the second time this arm has come off. This thing has potential, and honestly I hope that they give us the full spec Raider, which is just a normal Raider, but it has like a subflight unit that it used for transformation, and that was it. Which that subflight unit was just like a little a flying board with, like, you know, missiles and Gatling guns on it. If you ever want to see what it looks like, It appears in Gundam Seed Destiny. I think episode 37 called A New Flag. You actually see one before it gets taken out by the legend. I'm almost done trying to get this back in place. This is the hard part, trying to get the hand. The Mjolnir back in place on hand. And just when I thought I had it, it goes, nope. But overall, while I'm going through this, the Raider, it's a great kit overall. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do. It has pretty much all the things it needs. Honestly, the only thing it's really missing is an action base. If it had an action base 4 or something, it would actually be better. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. He is a transforming type, and the thing is, for him being transforming type, because he's an X300 series, a Gundam Seed, he actually is more solid. He's solid, honestly, overall. I'll put it to you this way. It is more solid than the Aegis. And that's saying something. This thing is more solid than the Aegis Gundam. And this thing, it feels solid overall. It's like, yeah, it's like they took what Wing Zero did. Minus, you know, rotation and all that. But yeah, this guy does his transformation well. He looks intimidating and menacing. I also kind of like the double V fan. His build design is unique enough in that the thing is, I forgot to mention, is that you put the front half and the back half head together over the neck, so it actually holds in place. And like once that is done, it's like boom. But he has great articulation. I mean, and also this is a full mechanic, so no full inner frames or anything. But you know, it does the job well, and it looks amazing. He doesn't have that many stickers. Like, the only real stickers he has is everything on his head, his eyes, and the camera stickers. But overall, this thing does a phenomenal job. And the fact that you can actually carry the Calamity in 2 ways, whether you carry it on the back or you carry it on the front with the claws. This thing is phenomenal. And I'm pretty sure he can also use those claws to grapple anybody. But yeah, overall, it's great. It is worth picking up. And like I said, I hope we see the Raider full specs, because that is it's just a normal Raider minus these two. The full spec would be this. It'll be the Raider just in blue, but it wouldn't have the cannon or the Mjolnir. It's a great mobile suit. I like this. And if you do like Gundam Seed, because Gundam Seed is also like my personal favorite Gundam series, I would say grab it. He is pretty awesome. And he's also intimidating. He looks great next to his other 2 buddies. So this will be all for now. I have one more I'm waiting on, but that won't be here until like maybe after Dawn Trail comes out or before Dawn Trail comes out. Depends on where it's coming from. I'm trying to track it. It's coming from Japan. But that will probably be the next one I do, as I get my way close to 100 of these things built. So I'll see you guys later and next time. So take care.